there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. I think I beat the scuff. Oh my goodness, I did not expect to have a blue screen of death. I thought the most scuff would be me trying to put on my new screen protectors on my phone. Because I still have a lot of, whatchamacallits. What are those called? Air bubbles on the screen protector. It's bothering me, but I think it's gonna be like that forever. Or at least until I replace it again. Because I think a little bit of dust might have gotten on it too, so I'm like, whatever. It is what it is, but that blue screen of death though, oh my goodness. But hey, that means I get more scuff lock. So it's fine. And yes, feet time. Actually wait, speaking of feet, let me just do this real quick. You know you can see that. It's fine. Let's unlock the lock thingy. So let me just go. Wait a second. Wee! Feet! Feet! Yes, it's feet grand order. So... Oh wait, it's a little bit cut off. Wait. There. There, I got it. Ta-da! For the love of feet grand order. At least for a bit. Feet. Okay, you know, let's go back down for now. And go back to the story. So, let me just... Yeah. Okay, that seems comfy enough. Yeah, it's a good place. That's a good position. So I'll just stay here for now. So shot 50. The feet of the precious. And a small epilogue. Hello. There's less dust there due to the relative humidity. I did it in my room. I thought my room was humid enough. Phew, it's done. Now we just add these to the binder. What do you think? It looks like we have enough to fill Bavanshi's requirements. Or I'm not sure if it's actually dust. It might be skin. Which sounds kind of bad, but... Huh? So you got them all. Took longer than I thought, but not bad. Alright, I'll open up a way here so you can bring them to me. Oh, but be careful not to drop or damage them at the last second or anything. You know how sometimes you make a dumb mistake the moment you start to relax? Nobody wants to see that kind of thing, let alone be the one doing it. So don't just stay focused until the job's done. You've got to stay even more focused now that you're so close to the end. Got it? Understood. Okay, everyone. Congratulations on a job well done. Let's go to the boss room and hand the goods over without delay, shall we? Okay, most of us is dead skin. I was referring to skin from my hands when peeling off my other screen protector. Because there's still shards, but it's okay. I mean, there's not still shards in my hands, but there's probably some shards on the floor. That thing was bad, but not like the worst screen protector I've had. Like, I had it so bad where just like touching the phone itself was pain. I had no idea you decorate your room this, extensively. What, you don't like it? Well, too bad. It's totally my style. Bavanshi, your room's beautiful. I like it. I might just put on another screen protector at this point. I replaced mine, like, very little, so... Technically, I could open up the second one and it's not gonna, like, really matter too much. I am surviving today. I'm not sure when my family comes back yet. I gotta message them. But we can save the small talk for later. First things first, hand it over. Oh yes. Here you go, and here are your cameras back too. Oh shit! Now this is what I'm talking about. I was watching things remotely, of course, but seeing these pics in the flesh is the next level. Man, this one's just insane. It's so quick I almost feel my fingers freezing. I take it you're satisfied then? Because now that we've delivered what you asked for, like we said we would, we'd like you to uphold your end of the deal as well. Hang on, let me make sure you really got enough here. First off, alright. I've also got to figure out which one I want to put up first. Which one to put up first? It can't be anything normal, that'd be boring. It's gotta have some kind of deeper meaning. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I don't like the look on your face. Sorry, Master, but you're still missing one. Huh? But we should have more than enough in there. I'm not talking about numbers, I'm talking about quality. No, brand recognition. I don't know how I forgot about it, but I need to bring the whole collection together. This last shoe date I want isn't a servant's. It's yours, Master. Mine? Sure. What do you mean by that? Exactly what I said. I want the data for your footwear too, just like the other servants. Well, not that I especially need it for anything. I mean, I look at your shoes all the time. But you are the master of every set of feet in my collection. So having yours for the symbolism of it is just too perfect to pass up. Oh, since you gave the cameras back, I guess I can just take the photo myself, even if it is a pain. Wait, all the servants experience some degree of spiritual shock when they have their pictures taken with those cameras. And Master is a flesh and blood human, so there's no telling what kind of damage that might do to her. Even putting that aside, I thought the subject had to move around to create enough magical energy for a good picture. So how can you take a photo of Misaki if she doesn't move? Oh, that's old news. I had some time on my hands, so I made a lens modification that lets it take a photo without the subject having to move. It just sort of breaks after a couple of shots though, so it's not really practical. Does this add-on also have a way to mitigate the subject's shock? Huh? Why would I need to worry about safety? Aside from making sure the pictures stay in extra good condition anyway. Well, this is hopeless. Granted, given what we've seen so far, it's probably safe to assume photographing Misaki would only lead to her losing consciousness, but being temporarily emaciated. But that's still more risks than I'm comfortable taking. Sorry, but I can't allow this. Are you serious? You're chickening out now, after coming this far? Come on, it's just one more photo. I already told you I'd take good care of it. I don't suppose I could take my shoes off before you photograph them? No, that wouldn't work this time. Besides, it'd be weird for your photo to be the only one where it's just shoes, when all the rest have feet in them. And don't forget, I used to collect actual feet. So you should consider yourself lucky that I'm sticking with photos this time. I'm sorry, Bavanchi, but I can't sign off on anything that could cause harm to Master either. We kept our end of the deal, so will you please put a stop to this anomaly now? Shh. So it's gotta come down to force in the end, huh? Hello? Oh my goodness, what does she mean by she actually collected actual feet? Works for me. I love force. Now for my helper. I'm sorry, Bavanchi, but I have to remain neutral. I'm on board with your goals, but I just can't bring myself to attack Mass P directly. Well, I guess that's okay. I couldn't have you make what I want if your hands or wings got injured in the fight anyway. So... I think I'll just ask you for help instead, Medusa. By now, you remember that this won't end unless you help me, right? Yeah, she was cruel during Lost Boat 6. But feet... Let me just make sure of something. Do you absolutely need a photo of Master's shoes, too? Yeah, I do. My collection just won't be complete without it. On top of that, I won't be happy unless it's perfect, which means I won't be able to give you what I promised. I see. Then I guess I have no choice. Betrayal? Huh? Medusa? Sorry, but I'm siding with her. I have my reasons. I'm going to go out on a limb and yes, you won't be telling us what those reasons are. This is between her and me. You guys have nothing to do with that, so I don't see any point in telling you. Hello, welcome for the feet. Alright, let me ask you this then. How long have you been on Bavanchi's side? Hard to say. I only remembered when I saw her face at the top of the giant tree. I had my suspicions as to what was going on with the whole photo thing. And once we got here, those suspicions were confirmed. Now that they have been, I have no choice but to help her. Exactly. We promised, remember? We made a proper deal and everything. Promised? Deal? Promised? If we're doing this, let's hurry and get it over with. I don't like wasting time. Well, nice to see motivation isn't going to be a problem for you. I do like your serious side. Alright, time to take this last photo for the finishing touch. Now, what kind of heels do you wear, Master? Cute ones, cool ones, or just plain awesome? Then again, I guess it's not really a mystery since I see them all the time. Here they come. Master, I'll do everything in my power to prevent them from snapping a picture of you. So please stay behind me. If it's only gonna make me tired, shouldn't I just let her take it? Maybe just letting her take the photo wouldn't be the worst thing. Absolutely not. But Mash, I'm willing to give them my feet. Come on. Silly Mash. Nothing wrong with feet. Power feet. Actually, you know what? Bond is good. They don't scare me. Wait, I'll keep him in the back. Oh, this fight is scripted? Okay. That ain't bad then. Gotta add to Wiki Feet, yes. But if you're not bad, this is fine. Let's see. Wee, why not? Steer. You know what? You come along. We'll bonk a little and live a little. Nothing wrong with that. This will be fine. All is fine. Feet. Level 99 Medusa. I see now. Okay. I get it. Well, goodbye everyone.
我が血より天馬と共に生まれし者よ剣持ちで怪物の父たる者よ祖は神を呪う我らを継承する光我が魔眼にて汝を祝福するクリューサーオール
Well, I'm sorry, my dear Lily.
我が血より天馬と共に生まれし者
Wait.
剣持ちで怪物の父たる者我が魔眼にて汝を祝福するクリューサーオール
Wait. Is she just gonna be the ultimate hater and just spam? Oi. Or is it done? Okay. Okay, that's fine. I thought she was gonna literally take everyone out one at a time. Whoa. Don't you think you're taking this a little too seriously? I couldn't do this unless I was serious. Failure is not an option. If I lose here, if I can't make my wish come true, I'll... What? What's gonna happen to you? Let's just say I'll be completely crestfallen. If I don't end up outright departing this world, I'll at least desperately want to. Huh? So if you don't want that, just let me take your picture already. Damn, she's really hardcore. I better be careful about messing with her in the future. I don't think I can keep Master safe much longer. Oh? Hope to the rescue? Hey, what's the big idea? Why you stop me? Because I've decided that you're taking this too far. But aren't you two friends? We are, which is why I felt an obligation to step in. Bavanchi, I'm your friend. I understand what you want, what you're trying to create. I also know it's something that comes from your happiness. And that it's meant to bring that same happiness to people who share your feelings. but that's also why you mustn't hurt anyone in the process of creating it. So this has gone far enough. So you're trying to create something? What is it? Does it have anything to do with all the shoe data we collected? Of course the data is key to the project, but it's not the whole story. Hearing about this project is what convinced Galatia and I to help her. It's something that anyone can create if they wish, something everyone values differently. Something filled with love for all sorts of different things. And from what I'm told, it could also arguably be described as a summer staple. Wait, you don't mean? What could it be? I think I might know, Master. Everything she said reminded me of those bittersweet summer memories I wouldn't trade for anything. Luluhawa. That's right. She wanted to create a book. Specifically, a doujin for fellow high-heel lovers like herself. One filled with information on servant shoes and beautiful sketches of brand new heel designs. Oh, for doujinshi, I kinda like that. You can photograph my feet with a normal camera. How's that sound? This year's summer event is another servant fest. Ah, beautiful, wonderful. A doujin filled with data on every servant's shoes? Wow, so she's prepping ahead of time. So that's why you wanted a picture of Master's shoes, too. It'll be a perfect symbol for the first page. Now I understand. I agree that would be the best choice. Maybe even the only one. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if the cat's out of the bag now. Yeah, that's right. I wanted to make a book, that's all. So come on and let me photograph her. I'm sorry, but that doesn't change the fact that taking your picture could harm her. I can see why you need lots of reference photos for a data collection. That must be why you had us go around photographing every servant we could find. That's right. The more patterns you have to reference and analyze, the more you have to work with when creating your own designs. I agree that this cause was a noble one. So using the name Miss Bootline, I decided to help the newly formed club tentatively named the Forest of the Forest Fairies. Ah yes, Forest of the Forest Fairies. Gather material for the book. While I know very little about doujin, I thought my knowledge of fashion might be useful. The same was true for Galatia. We're planning to distribute our book whenever the next festival came around. Of course, I also have other preoccupations, like my beloved idols, so I expect I'll be judging multiple roles for a while. I mean, juggling multiple roles for a while, but that's just how it is. Having more than one passion is fine. In fact, one can and should be passionate about as many things as one likes. Whether you love clothes, shoes, accessories, or anything else, you should love them with all your heart. But as I said earlier, if you hurt people in the process of trying to create something filled with love, well, I just think you could leave a bitter taste in your mouth. It's not like I was trying to hurt them. Hell, if anything, they should be honored to be hurt by the daughter of the High Queen of Fairy Britain. Besides, if you're gonna make something, don't you want it to be perfect? How could I live with myself if I gathered this much data, only to compromise it on the very last piece? If Mother were here, she'd say I should create something good enough to make all the sacrifices worthwhile. Be that as it may, don't you think you're being a little hasty and violent about this? At times like that, taking a step back and thinking of a different approach will ultimately lead you to do even better work. Listen to the truth, the beautiful yet unmade boot lines are trying to whisper to you. New catchphrase. I already waited a ton while I did the damn studying. I'm not gonna wait any freaking more. Eep, my words fell on deaf ears. Well, I did my best to convince her as coolly as I could, but I guess I wasn't up to the task. My catchphrase fell kind of flat too. This isn't over yet. I'm still on my feet. And no matter what her reasons may be, as long as she means no harm to Master, as long as she means to harm Master, I can't let her go through that. Reasons, yes, in the end, it all comes down to very simple reasons. She just doesn't know that because she hasn't yet had time to acclimate. That's all there really is to it. But I'm just repeating myself now. However, it's not just Bavanchi who's rushing heedlessly after she wants. You're too, Medusa. But all you really need to get what you want is time. That's why I decided to do this. If you insist on getting in my way, I'm going to need you all to just lie down and stay out of it. It shouldn't be difficult since you'll all be turned to stone. I'd rather not be turned to stone, please? There, finally. All that stalling paid off. It makes sense, really. I'm not the only one who's worried about how rashly she's acting here. In fact, you could say it concerns him directly. Please wait me. You, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you're here to get in my way too. You of all people should want the same thing I do. I do, but there's some important things here that you're still not seeing. If you keep going the way you are now, there may be no coming back. Which is why I had no choice but to bring them along. Them? Wait, you don't mean... Giggle. My, someone's certainly having fun. Hello, sisters. Senno and Uriel. Aren't you? Contemporarily fashionable Medusa? Sisters, what are you doing here? What were you thinking, Lansumi? You know I wasn't ready to see them yet. I told you, it's because you still don't understand what you're doing. That you're doing this for them doesn't matter. On its own, that's not good enough. And doesn't make it okay to hurt Master. Oh yes, I don't know exactly what it is you're doing this. But I can tell you're trying to force Master to doing something you want. I'm not surprised to see an overgrown oaf like you being so short-sighted and simple-minded, but that doesn't mean I'm not embarrassed by it. Don't misunderstand, we're not blaming you for bullying Master. But that human there, she's our Master too. Medusa, I'm sure you knew we all serve the same human, but you clearly don't understand what that means. Now do you understand? Master there belongs to us as well. So what made you think you could just take this human we've been serving for a novel change of pace? Who you've been raising, toying with, and occasionally tormenting for fun. And bully her without our permission. I wasn't trying to bully her. I was just, Come on, forget about them. All that matters now is getting her picture. Senno and Uriel's appearance is interfering with Medusa's spirit and concentration. Part of me would love to know the story behind all this, but right now, I think we need to go on the offensive. I guess that's probably the only option. Okay, let's do it. Understood. Preparing to neutralize enemy combatants. Okay, let's do it. Now that we're here, we may as well help out too. Then let's see... Oh? That Medusa's a saber? Well, isn't that lovely? It's as if she showed up just so we could give her all the punishment she deserves. Oh, sisters. But it's fine. It should be a fine fight. No fear, no pain. All is well, I assume. Ooh, it's the last fight, eh? Okay, perfect. I saw that craftness is... Eehehehe. Actually, you know what? Let me just stare a tiny bit. How many other Ignore Invincible do I have? Okay. That's kind of nice. That is pretty nice. But anything else looks good? Let me just stare a tiny bit more. I do love that craft essence, but you know what? That's fine. But yeah, last fight, no fear. And because it's the last, I can start putting people in the back. For when I start farming later on. So, bond, bond, bond. Bond, 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 bond. I'm not gonna resist bond. Ah. You know what? Just one away for now. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. And then away we go. Ta-da! No fear. This will end like all nice. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Medusa. Oh yeah, no fear. Okay. Ooh! You know, I'm just gonna give her these. Why not? I'm thinking who scares me more. Well, you have a charge of 3, so you scare me a bit more. Just a bit. Only a tiny bit. But a bit is still a bit. I should have put guts. Oh well, too late. I was treating this similarly to in farming embers. I never use guts. Oh, that MP lost. Oh my goodness, I hate that. I hate that with a burning passion. I'm so glad I did not use Ark's thing. Girl. And it's a good thing I didn't use the guts. That could have been so bad. Ew, disgusting. So incredibly rude. Wow, just wow. Okay. Oh, nice. So Medusa just barely having her gauge. This is awe. Ow. Sheesh. Yes, nothing but good health. Gotta love being healthy. Health, 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 health. I love being healthy. Wee. Okay, no fear. I was kind of hoping she'd be nice and fill up Ark's gauge too, but it's fine. It's not really a waste of the setup. The craft is still good at 50%. You know what? I'm not gonna resist. Actually, wait, no, I don't have to do that. I can just do this. Teehee. Oh, you meant move on, she would have wasted her turn. Oh, okay. I feel decent. I saw that Dad was messaging though, so let me check what he said. Hey, what is he saying? Oh, he comes back early tomorrow. Ew. Oh, that means later on tonight or I have to wake up early tomorrow to start cleaning up. Mom and Dad get back from Vegas at before noon, like I was hoping they'd come back later in the day so then I have more time to, like, you know, clean up my mess. Oh, there's so many water bottles, so many dishes. It's okay though, that's what I get for being a mess. That's what I get for being like tee hee hee. Well, they're out of the house. I can be as disgusting as I want. I can leave the fan on if I want, etc, etc. Consequences of my actions. Well, I'm glad that he gave a heads up when he's coming back, but still. Why couldn't it be later on in the day? Eee. Oh well. No battle. Dear. Hello, hello. The heart. My. That was pretty pathetic, adolescent Medusa. You're even wearing a lovely modern-day outfit now. That's a uniform, right? I've heard uniforms can be worn in combat too. And you still lost. Damn it. I didn't think those twerps would be so tough when they got serious. We did it. Both Medusa and Bavanshi have been neutralized. Sheesh, it's about time. Anyway, I'm glad we can have a common conversation now, but I don't know who we should talk to first. By the by, we don't know anything about this. That's right, when we first heard a new Medusa had been summoned, myself, Uriel, and I just smiled patiently and assumed she would come greet us eventually. Strangely, she never did. Smiled patiently, huh? I bet it didn't look like that to any bystanders. Even after this whole forest ordeal began, we still waited and waited. It was only after the small Medusa came to fetch us that we decided we had no choice but to visit her ourselves. Honestly, what were you? Just a lowly Medusa, thinking making us come to you? I think maybe we should start by getting the timeline straight. Tell us, Saber-me. You took a quick walk around the border right after you were summoned, right? We actually already knew about you then. You're a new me after all, so we couldn't help but be curious. Back then, So this is Chaldea, the storm border. If you brought Uriel or Steno, Medusa wouldn't attack either. Really? Aw, man, I should've. That would've been funny. This is where my sisters are. I want to see them. I want to pay my respects. But I don't know what I would say. From what I hear, they're both dressed like the goddesses they are. They might be mad about me wearing modern clothes. What is it? You, new girl, where'd you get those? They're downright queenly. What? The shoes. Those heels. Let me get a closer look. Lift your leg up a bit. Just a little will do. Okay. Your boots have a perfect balance of strength and streamlining. And they stand out even more thanks to the smooth contour of your legs in general. You really have a beautiful legs. Not to mention a whole combat aesthetic that's totally different from mine and Nobunaaga's. Are you into shoes? Well, yeah, of course I am. You must be too, right? You wouldn't be wearing such badass heels otherwise. Who made these? Where'd you buy them? Or did someone give them to you as a present? Oh no, I was wearing these when I was a present? Hey, you wouldn't know how to make shoes, would you? Not ones like these, more like cuter, but also new and interesting. Of course, after seeing these beauties, I'm so inspired I feel like I could make anything right now. It's not what I was planning to do, but I suppose I could find the time to work on a new pair. Okay, I'll make you whatever kind of shoes you want. But I'm not so generous as to work for free. Let's see. What do I want in exchange? Still, cute shoes, huh? No, I didn't mean for me. Never mind. Now that I think about it, I shouldn't have brought this up with someone I only just met. Forget about it. Jeez, what's your deal? So you'd already run to Bavanshi right after you were summoned? Wait, what? Is that a problem? Is it a crime to talk to someone because they're wearing badass heels now? No, that part's fine. So if I understand all this correctly, you two ended up forming a kind of contract when you spoke. But not anything explicit, it was more like an unspoken agreement, or even just something that could be interpreted as such. Yes, that's why I didn't remember until I saw her face on top of that tree. That was what got me wondering if the deal was still on. Of course it is! I never turned you down, and you never refused. Personally, I totally interpret that as making a deal, after all. I'll explain the mix-up there. It is our fault. Jeez, what's your deal? Allow us to explain. We know what she's thinking. She's one of us after all. And since this has to do with our sisters, we really have no choice but to cooperate. Huh? What are you talking about? We want you to make shoes you're just talking about. We'll even give you the sizes and such. She wants shoes more than anything right now, and on top of that, she seems to like your straightforward way of putting things too. I see. I guess she's not the kind of person who can just ask her what she wants. Alright, I'm not usually one to go out of my way to help anybody, but I'll make an exception this time. Besides, I forgot to tell her that she would look good in cute designs too. Still, if we're going to make this an official request, then I demand proper compensation. There's something else I want to make besides shoes, so I want you to help me with that. That's fine. We'll do whatever we can to help, as long as it doesn't cause too much trouble for anyone else. What are you saying? It's obvious where our priorities should be. If it's a choice between our relationship with our sisters or becoming an enemy of all humanity. So Saber Medusa came up with the idea, and you other Medusas followed through with it? You certainly went to quite a lot of trouble, and all to make shoes for us. Still, we never meant to cause so much trouble for Kildea, or for you. Besides, we don't know what we have to do to repay her when we agreed. Thinking back, we probably should have known prioritizing the present would cause problems. But once we knew how she felt, we couldn't help but wanting to do whatever it took to make it happen. So, the compensation Bavanshi asked for was your help with this whole force incident. She took over the simulator with a giant tree that she used to create the cameras with lenses capable of preserving every shred of data pertaining to shoes and feet. And then made a deal with us to capture the data from all of our servants. And what she ultimately wanted was to make, with all that data, was a dojin. If you wanted help making a book, you could have just asked. Did you really have to take things this far? You could have asked me. Hey, believe it or not, I'm compromising on my vision here. As far as I'm concerned, this still isn't enough to make the best stamp catalog in all of Fairy Britain. Incidentally, the point of me being chaperone was partly for me to help you complete the missions as quickly and smoothly as possible. But I was also subtly steering you away from running into Steno or Uriel along the way. Medusa asked me to in private when she figured out what was going on. This would have all been for nothing if we run into them before the contract was complete after all. I see. So now what? If you're still set on using force, we're ready to respond in kind. Now that we got you in custody, we could take back the binder and revert control back to us. But there's a chance that could result in losing all the data we gathered so far. Damn. Guess the jig's up then. Alright. I'll give up on Master's fate. That's better than losing everything. Besides, this debut work was just going to be practice anyway. My next book will be the masterpiece I show Mother. Alright, I severed the connection to the Holy Grail. The simulator and the border aren't gonna go back to normal immediately, but they'll get there. So hey, while you're waiting, you can totally bring me more shoe data if you want. I've even got additional rewards if you do. Oh, but you probably want your original reward first, huh? Here. I didn't have anything better to do while I was waiting, so I whipped these up with Galatia. I'll just leave them here, okay? Bye! And then she just leaves. She ran for it. Damn. So she still had enough energy to bounce after all that. Oh. Master, look. There's something over where Bavanshi was just standing. Are those... shoes? Feet, please. And ta-da! Aw, cute! Shoes? So she finished them. This is what you turned against Chaldea for? This is what you wanted to give us, Medusa? Now we at least know the story, but we haven't heard anything from the horse's mouth. Well, if you got something to say, spit it out. Floor 99 of the back half is Bavanshi and Morgan. 100 is the Gorgon sisters. Aww. Oh, cute. The sisters are the final boss. I swear, you may look grown up, but the best you can do is still just come up with terrible ideas you're too scared to say out loud. Well, he might be a little younger than Ryder and Avenger Medusa. But as far as we're concerned, there's barely any difference at all. I guess it doesn't matter what class you are, you're still just Medusa. Oh, yes, you're right. That's right. I want to give you both a present. Something that will look good on you, like clothes or shoes. Why is that? Because when I materialized, I was dressed like a human from this time. I knew right away these clothes didn't suit me. But the next thought I had was that they would probably look great on you too. So, I thought instead of just coming to pay my respects, I could bring you a gift that would make the two of you even prettier, to make up for being so useless. Aww. What do you think, me, Uriel? What do you think, me, Steno? This is even worse than I thought. To start, we flicked some sense into her. The heck? There's fireworks going on already? Oi! Can't they just wait a couple of weeks? It's almost the 4th of July. Come on, people. Agreed. She needs some sense flicked into her. Like heck. My neighborhood usually has fireworks too, but they've been good. I think they've been saving it for, you know, holiday time. Medusa, sit. Okay. Forehead flick. Forehead flick. Ow, ow. Now you listen to us, Medusa. You may be bigger than us, and you're obviously not nearly as clever. But you're still our little sister, so stop being meaner to yourself when you have to. Okay. 4 hours? What the heck, people? You still don't get it? Ugh. What we're saying is, that modern outfit doesn't look as bad on you as you think. So you should have just come and said hello instead of worrying about something so stupid. That said, bringing us presents actually wasn't a bad idea, so we can't fault you there. You should have just come to see us right away, and brought a gift, obviously. But I guess you wouldn't be our awkward little sister if you could just do simple things like that, huh? So, you're saying you forgive her? What's to forgive? Scolding a little sister for being incompetent, showing her the error of her ways, and cleaning up her messes are pretty much a big sister's job. Exactly. So what do we do with these, me, Steno? Good question, since the fairy did go to the trouble of making them and all. Hold it! I'm sorry, I'm not used to running so fast. What is it, Miss Crane? Come to think of it, you have been gone for a little while, haven't you? I told you, I miss Boot. Oh, never mind. I suppose it doesn't matter now that I'm not chaperoning anymore. Ahem. Not so fast, please. I have something to say first. When I learned about Medusa and Bavanchi's promise, I immediately thought, a gift of shoes? What a wonderful idea. But why stop at just shoes? You mean? I do. I got a hold of Bavanchi's sketches for the shoes ahead of time. And I secretly made outfits to go with them. Here you go. Oh my, are you sure you want to just give these to us? Of course I am. As a matter of fact, I've been wanting to try dressing you two in more modern clothing for some time now. I know Uriel also has her wonderful idol outfit. But this time, I focused on outfits, which would be both cute and suitable for daily life. They're not durable enough to be worn in combat, and they're not proper spiritual dresses either. But in exchange, I made sure they would be exceedingly comfortable to wear. They may seem like winter outfits at first, but they can actually be worn year-round, including now. Now, go on, try them on, hurry! I wanna see. Oh, cute! Oh, I like that. Why can't these be proper spiritual dresses? Gosh darn it! Oof! Taking deep breaths. So cute! J'adore, wonderful, beautiful. Bravissima! Ah, I'm so glad to be alive. Seriously though, these would have been so pretty. This game is so mean when it comes to like the not spiritual dresses. Like heck, Drake. Those outfits for Drake in a story, I've been loving them too. Heck, even the Agartha outfits for, you know, Dan and Astolfo. But these ones especially though, come on! Hehe, I suppose they're not too bad. It's certainly an interesting change of pace. I wonder what Asterios would think. But never mind him now. What about you, Medusa? Don't you have anything to say? Oh, they look great on you, sisters. Yes, they really do. Crane woman, I didn't ask you for these, nor did I do anything to compensate you for them, but you made them anyway. Thank you. I'm very grateful. Oh no, not at all. I made them because I wanted to. Besides, I couldn't have made them without Bavanchi's shoe designs, so I can't take all the credit. Good point. I'll have to thank her too the next time I see her. These outfits really do look amazing on them. They do. Like, come on. Now, why are you just standing there? Huh? Since we've already dressed different than our usual, we might as well do things different from our usual, no? That's a camera over there, right? But it's just meant for taking pictures of feet. Feet, huh? Nothing wrong with that. It would just be wrong to start by photographing our full goddess forms anyway. Starting with just her feet sounds perfect. I see. Well, in that case... What are you doing with that? Get over here. Your summoning is the whole reason we're wearing these outfits, right? What? I'll take the picture then. Please go ahead. By the way, Lance Medusa, actually, this goes for the other Medusas I'm sure are watching from the shadows as well. We want to take pictures with all of you, and we're not taking no for an answer. Consider yourselves warned. Hehe. Then I'll take those pictures when you're ready. Understood. Okay, let's get started. Could you all line up over there, please? Cute. Here goes. Say cheese. I mean, look at that. Adorable. Seriously though, I really want those outfits for Uriel and Steno. Why? Why the tease? Feet. All that aside, the more I look at your boots, the more I feel they suit you, Medusa. Again, lovely, lovely feet. They're big, awkward, hard and tough. They couldn't be more different from us. Yes, you're right. But that's okay, in fact, that's how it should be. It doesn't mean you have no right to stand next to us, on the contrary. That's right, it just means we'll trust you to do things that we can't. Be it kicking someone who falls, who fails to show us the proper respect, or stomping on a pesky insect. We have no doubt you can walk the paths we would have trouble navigating on our own. So in that sense, we're counting on you. Saber Medusa. You're like a young girl, a grown woman, a monster, and a goddess, all at once. At some point, you even became like a mother. Yes, this new you may have more and more varied aspects than your other selves. But even so... one thing that will never, ever change. Your little sister. Okay, better view. Don't forget that, okay? What a cute event. I like it. Yay. And then to climb the tower again later on. Ooh, mirror. Ah yes, the Holy Grail. How bad is the challenge quest? Oh no. I know, right? The relationship between them is adorable.
姉様たちにも言われたから、責任を取ってこれからもしばらくはあなたの怪物として働いてあげる。
Ta-da! Collecting more portraits. Forest of the Forest Fairies. Is it super painful? Like, how bad is this fight? I gotta know. How much pain and suffering am I gonna be put through? Astoria Lady Avalon or Merlin and a throwaway servant? With Draco all the way in the back. Okay. That's not bad then. Each enemy can create a heal, sculpture, and an outfit that possesses powerful buff and debuff effects. If the heal is combined with a sculpture or outfit, if sculpture is combined with heal or outfit, or if outfit is combined with heal or sculpture, the effects will intensify. Be careful not to allow all three. The result will be deadly. Inflicting incapacitation or skill heal will prevent them from creating the heal, sculpture, or outfit, so it's best to proactively use those skills. Oh gosh. Oh, I kinda hate that. Just yee! But yeah, no fear in that case. Oh wait, in that case, shouldn't I just focus on AoE? Or is taking them out individually better? Because if AoE works... Tempting. Very, very tempting. And wait, I scrolled too far. There she is. Okay, fighting all three at once is a bad idea. Dang. I will. Could have been nice. Could have. And actually, I don't really have to care about them. Just there for our support anyways. So I'm just gonna keep my usual essences that I'm gonna keep for farming later on. Cause teehee. And then this should be fine. Okay. If I break caster's break gauge, she'll give 80% damage reduction to you. Ugh. Oh, that is disgusting. Oh wait, do I have the correct... Oh shoot. Oh no, I think I might have the wrong Mystic Code. And it's cheap enough. Ooh, a super robot voice game is coming out with Witcher Mercury, Courteous, Godzilla. Godzilla though. That'd be tempting just because of Witcher Mercury. SSSS. Dyna Xenon? Interesting name. Maybe I could bring along one too. Okay, decisive battle. I don't remember the names of these outfits. They're just like outfits that looks pretty. There, that one. Aw, she'd just be there for Bond though. Let me see who else I want to put for Bond. Technically, everyone here is dead weight. Or not really dead weight, but they're for Bond. Bond. Jason can have the Bond because why not? Because he's Jason. Hey, hello, welcome. I feel decent, it's just hot right now and I gotta clean later on before my family or my parents return in the morning, but it's okay, there's plenty of time in the world. So much time, totally time. Wait, having no one will be better than weak, though? What Bond? But okay, let's see. Ooh, 100% of your game you have 99% on? Oh, nice. Okay, people are gonna have to go down no matter what, though. Let me just adjust a few things. Actually, no, I can keep that. I guess no Bond then. It's okay without some Bond. Yeah, I don't need for full Bond. Goodbye, Bond. Maybe in another lifetime. Actually, wait, that's too expensive still. Okay, Merlin usually goes down. Okay, so she has to be in slot 6. Ooh, scary. Maybe not Spartacus in this case. Unless it's okay to keep him in there too. Okay, just debating who I want to put instead. Decisions. Probably someone of lower rarity. Oh, they're just there to get eat the debuff. Oh, then he can stay there. He in particular can just live. And because he's gonna live there, he can have this. Yeah. Super Robot Wars has... Dirty has... Had Brave Burn? Really? Brave Burn? Oh, ew, yeah, it's a gross debuff. Nasty. Okay, if that's how it's gonna go. That ain't bad. And then all of her buffs. Whee! Those are actually kind of nice cards, so... You know, take that. If only I could have had her full, though. But it's okay, close enough. How? Merlin, no! Sheesh, I know that you should take Merlin out first, but not like this, please. I don't want to die just yet. And I can take out Galatia first thing, or at least first gauge, so no fear, no pain. Okay, yeah, that was fine. Reading outfit. Ugh. No reading outfit, please. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be kind of gross. Potential pain and suffering, but it's okay. Maybe. Yeah, we'll be fine. I wonder if she'll go after Merlin. No fear. Yeah, she went after Merlin, I had a feeling. Always Merlin. I had no doubt for the Merlin hate. Like, it's just bound to happen eventually. Which is rather hilarious yet sad. Poor Merlin.
さあ宴を始めようぞよかろう
Oh, she stole my party's offensive buffs.
星の宇宙物見の楽園の端から君に聞かせた罪なき者のに通るのガーデン・オブ・アバロン
燃えよレイバロンドムス・アウレアよ砕けラウスチアのクラウディウス我が情熱は豪華のごとく破損に注意ですロサ・サングリス
Okay, now she's gone. So ignore Miss Bootline, right? Save her for last. I assume.
浴びるようにねかかってこそ
Yeah, this is an event. Oh gosh. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, totally fine. You in for Crane next? Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Bavanchi. She scares me a little bit more. Just a bit more is all. Okay, Draco will live, and I want Castoria to live too. I'm sorry, Merlin, you're going down. Bye, Merlin. Good night, Merlin. Sweet dreams, Merlin.
おや行くかい
Actually, wait, let me steer a tiny bit. Wait, no, I can do that.
誇りにかけて
Goodbye, Merlin. Thank you. Thank you for all your hard work, Merlin.
よかろう輝き撃てマルニアルワールロサ・サングリスおざい最悪
Or,
新たな霊感来ました痛い
ooh, the invincible and evade though.
夢の世界にひ
Disgusting.
とまず退散
Oh man, I wish I had a sure hit. One left. Okay, it's just one left. It's not turn. Not as bad as I was thinking. Wait. That invincible though, but you don't have an invincible. Eh. You know what? Since you're the only one I can attack right now, I guess I'll just go for it. An invincible takes a hit before evasion. Ew, even worse. Nasty.
数学歴史数学
You know what? Take this.
要請接続
She can fill up her gauge a bit.
よかろう
Why not? And let's save Castoria for last because I want to
宇
be
宙を学び
healthy.
ましょうか
I want to live.
ありえざる妖精の王そこだな
But after this, I'm gonna switch back to the Bavanchi after she loses her.
万物を学
Her
ぶ
buffs,
ことで
ew, disgusting.
ものを知るマハープラーヤ
違法の国時の終わりなれと剣は彼の
Thank you, Castoria.
永遠なる勝利を刻めラウンドオブアーマロ
Ooh, okay, 80% NP damage resistance till you get rid of her. Okay, yeah, that's nasty.
ほらゴミにひらめ援護フレンチパンチブー
Creating heal. Okay. No fear, no pain.
トークを見つけよ
I'm gonna save this one for next turn. And 3 stacks of guts, yeah, that's disgusting. No. rejected.
宴を始めようぞ。我が舌を喜ばせろ。七つの竜よ。翼となって駆ける。いざ、私、追い込まれるぞ。
Oh wait, she still did bait. Oops.
干渉地。
Yeah, that message showed up too late.
行くぞ。ルクスリ
ケアレスミス
Oh, so close.
ア。ミグリ。失礼いたします。最高。
Ooh, that one. Literally that one.
褒美の野郎。
One is the ultimate tease.
早立ちですよ。軽めな。
Literally the only one. The one.
下がっているように。
If Bryn could break a bar, that would have been so good.
誇りにかけて。
Eh, she'll fill up her own gauge anyways.
我が舌を喜ばせろ。そこです。イグ。世の行く手が阻めぬ。わがまま気まぐ
And now for the pain and
れ。
suffering.
ほら、もうおしまい。これがあなたの慣れの果て。鉄チーとレールを詰めたつもりか。召しますぜ。アンコール。最高。浴びるように。好みのお色は何かしら。
Okay. Arjuna, you're just gonna sit there, my boy. You're gonna be there and looking pretty, okay? Ooh, and a full chop. Bar break. Okay.
さあ、宴を始めようぞ。我が舌を喜ばせろ。
Yeah, that's some fear.
七つの竜よ。
I'm gonna keep up the healthy streak. Yep, this is fine. No fear, no pain.
最果ての島、罪の都。最後の竜は我が胸に。集う円卓の守護者たち。ラウンド・オブ・アバロン。ロサ・サンディス。
Ooh, look at her gauge. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, she's ready. I should be able to break her then.
ショータイムね。
Yeah, I should be able to break her.
もうおしまい。これがあなたの慣れの果て。敵対するフェイルノート。
Thank you, Katsuya, for all your hard work. You the bestest. Already, no fear, no pain. And I might as well break boot to afterwards.
宴を始めよう。
Keyword after.
宇宙を学びまし
望みを
ょう
声にせよ。見るがよい。貴様らの繁栄の方。欲望の空を切り裂く。流星のきらめきである。セイバラントムスアウレア。
Okay. He gave Draco craft distance that boosts both her NP damage and R's effectiveness by a lot, so she hits hard and gets a good return.
知識
Hey.
輝き。ロサ・サンディス。戦線を離脱し。
Goodbye, Castoria.
好みのお色は何かしら。命を紡いで仕立てましょう。火走り。
Oh yeah, there's the guts, the disgusting guts. Ugh. And resistance to NP is just ew.
現代
Hate that with a burning passion.
華麗に決めようか。
I'm still gonna do it though because I want to use this later on.
よーし、その気になった。
But even if it's only gonna do baby damage, it's okay. Baby damage is better than nothing.
我が舌を喜ばせろ。
The baby damage.
おい、1、2、3、4っと。ありがとう。 そこだな。それ。
The Draco can still hurt her with her NP, just won't be super damage or super kill. Oh, that's good then.
フレンチパンチ。フレンチパンチ。好みのお色は何かしら？カレーにしようか。
You know what? That's good. This works out nicely. Hee.
宴を始めようぞ。
Yep, beautiful.
わよかろう。見るがよい。貴様らの繁栄の旗。よく水らを切り裂く。流星のきらめき。天下の書物あうれあ。世の行く手が阻めぬ。気の大輪を咲かせよ。よい。濡れる。召しませ。アンコール。
Eee.
失礼いたします。
Okay. That was pretty good.
す
You know, I'm not gonna resist the power of Buster. Yes, decrease Buster card resistance.
倫理学
I
の
love
お
that
時
too
間
much.
です
我が舌を喜ばせろ。
世界は学びに満ちている。ならば今こそ人は学ぶ時。知識こそが悪を倒す。まあプラヤ
ロササングイス。
ケアレスミス
Ooh, so close.
フレンチパンチ。
Okay, now it's gonna be fun seeing how bad those guts are. AKA how much HP she gets back.
ホームになろ
Like, ma'am, how's your return
出
gonna
席
be?
確認
う。もちろん。
起立
失礼。よかろう。
ケアレスミス
Okay, 30 has SSS Gridman, not Brave Bang Burn. Aww. And all guts isn't too bad.
失礼いたします。
It'll be fun eventually seeing Gridman.
これ獣の出
レ
張。もちろん。よかろう。
ケアレスミス
And now how will this go? So close.
フレンチパンチ。へい。
Ta-da!
平穏を望むなら平
Power
穏
of
を維持
burn.
する努力をせよ
Hey, it works out nicely. Woohoo! Truly, no fear, no pain. I know, right? Burn for the win. And now I have a lot of time to just climb. Oh my goodness, all the climbing later on. Oh, that's gonna be fun. But that's for future me. After this, I gotta use some of my pods. Gotta at least do 3 pods a day after all. Pod. But yeah, I feel good. I'll get some of my pods out of the way before tonight with more Buzz Lightyear Star Command. Woohoo! And maybe I'll start moving some stuff away. I can be good. Oh man. Well, it's a good thing Baily doesn't come home till like around lunchtime, but still earlier than I would have liked. But I'm glad that Dad gave the heads up. Woohoo! But you know what? Again, to celebrate. Whee! Feet. Yay for the feet event. What a nice event it was. I love how silly it is. They gotta do more events like this, but at the same time, it's such a tease. Why couldn't we keep Uriel and Steno's outfits? Like, come on. Or heck, I would have taken it as a craft essence, if not, you know, Bertrand dress, but still. The ultimate tease. But now it'll be good. So with that being said, thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day, epic gotcha luck. I'll see you guys later. Yep, cute and awesome. I think that my feet would probably have... Oh gosh, actually that's a good one. Undeterminable. Nah, it'd be awesome. But yeah, for reals now. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Cleaning. At the very least, I gotta get rid of some bottles. Everything else I can be semi-lazy about. Only semi.